Hi, Team Kelly. Here's lesson 6.2 about area, finding missing side lengths. So think about what you know about area. We've gone over that a couple different times in different units. And this time it's coming up in this division unit, so think that through for yourself. Get this written in your notebook. Make sure you get the date. When you have that done, come on back. So the math message is, a rectangular garden has an area of 450 square feet. One side is 9 feet long. How long is the other side? So hopefully you're thinking, well, I could draw that for myself. Ooh, if that was a good rectangle, that'd be great, right? And you know the area, so I'm going to just remind us a few little things. Area equals length times width, right? And I'm knowing that one side is 9 feet. So of course I already know this side, but they want to know this side, right? This side here. They're trying to figure out. Okay, so think that through. See if you can figure that out. And then when you have it, well, this we know is 450. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in for you. When you have your thoughts on that in your notebook, then come back and see what I have to say about it. Okay, hopefully you figured out it was 50 feet, and you may have used extended facts to help solve this. I'm hoping that that came into your mind, and I did draw the picture on the other page for you, so that hopefully that helped. So to think about how I could use these extended facts here, so the numbers you should be picturing for yourself. So I've got 45 and 9, and immediately my mind goes again to that fact triangle, right? So if I've got 45, which is the number that I can see inside of this 450, right? I'm going to use a basic fact and extend it. So 45 and 9, I hope I could see that 5 would be this other one, right? But it's not 45 that I was trying to get to, it was 450, so it's 9 times 50 is going to get me there. So hopefully you can see that, and hopefully maybe the drawing helped you out. So the equation that you would see that goes with this down here, I could do 9 times 5 equals, actually I should say 45 right there, shouldn't it? Oh, 9 times S, that's an S, my bad. 9 times S equals 450 is the equation with the unknown, or 450 divided by 9 equals S. So notice how these are just opposite operations, still doing the same thing, right? Okay, awesome. So some things we should know about area of rectangles. You may already know this because we've talked area before, but read through those. Write down the ones that you don't remember off the top of your head, okay? Because these are all really important things that you definitely need to know about area. So take a look at that. Stop the video, take down notes that you need, and then you can come back and play it some more. Okay, here's another problem. So using this diagram, how can we write an equation with an unknown to help us identify what we know and what we still need to find out? And then using that equation, how can we find the width? And then lastly, what is the width? So see if you can answer those 3 questions in your notebooks. Remember, you're going to want to use the stem of the question in your answer. So when you go back to look at this later, you'll know what you're talking about in your notebook. If you don't do that and you just read some random things in your notebook later, they won't help you. So use the stem of the question in your answer, jot that down. When you're done, come back. So hopefully you saw that you could do an equation that might be 200 divided by 50, and you don't have to use this symbol. You could use this symbol divided by. You could do this for 200 divided by 50. Either of those are okay too, right? But when I'm using the keyboard that's in Edu Creations, I just have to use the divide sign, all right? So 200 divided by 50 equals W, or I might say 50 times W equals 200. Same concept. How can we find the width by using this? Well, I'm going to divide the total area, 200, by the length of 50 to get the width. So I can know that that's 4 because 4 times 50 is 200. Again, with the basic fact, right? 20 and 5, whoops, that's a 20, and 5, I know it's a 4, right? So since this is actually a 50, but this is a 200, I'm okay that it's still 4, because these are going to take care of each other. So that gives me this 4 units. All right, let's try another problem. An ice skating rink is 70 feet in length and has an area of 5,600 square feet. What's the width of the ice skating rink? Figure that out. Do some thinking about the same kind of questions I asked you on the problem right above this. And when you have some notes down and you think you have the answer, come back and check it out. And here we go. I hope you thought about doing a drawing, because drawings can be really helpful, and that's what you see here. And I put in what I knew, and I left myself a letter for the unknown. Hopefully you got that. And then an equation that would go with that. I could do 5,600 divided by 70 equals W, or 70 times W is 5,600. And to solve it, I'm going to think about that basic fact. When I see 56 and 7, even though those are bigger, I look for the basic fact, right? And I know if I'm picturing that fact triangle, the 56 and the 7, I know 8's going to be the other one, right? Okay, so hopefully you do that too. That's what you see. And then you can see here that, so it's 5,600, which has 2 zeros. The 70 has just 1. I'm going to pick up that other one from 80. Okay, that's how that works. Hopefully that's what you see. You're going to practice this skill on page 193 in your math journal. There's a few different problems there. If this is at all confusing, go back and rewatch any part of this that you think will help you, and know that we'll be doing a lesson together in class. All right, after you finish page 193, come back and take a look at your answers. Be sure to correct them in pen so that I can see when I look in your math journal what ones you still need some help on. All right, have a great night, guys. And there are those answers. So hopefully you're in good shape for those, but feel free to correct them. Please do it in pen, so then I will know what you need my help on. Have a great night.